Welcome to the 2019 edition of Pat and Ken at the Holidays. I'm Pat McDonald, the Über critic of Chicago.
And I'm very uncomfortable. I can't stand this thing anymore.
You know, Ken, me either. I feel like a porn star in the rain.
Why didn't we just take a vacation?
Yeah, why didn't we?
Because you said this would be better. You said this would be like taking a vacation from ourselves. That's what you said.
I said that. Well, then I was wrong.
So, no mustaches.
No mustaches.
That's better.
Why don't you introduce yourself, Ken?
You know, Pat, the Christmas trees aren't the only thing that'll be lit this holiday season.
Hi-oh!
And I'm Ken Candela, the movie wag.
Excellent. And we're starting off this year with a version of A Christmas Carol. Explain.
Well, we do that. We do this every year. We look for a treatment of A Christmas Carol, and there's a plethora to choose from.
Yes.
And this year we're taking a look at a early 80s treatment, a television treatment.
Yes.
TV movie starring the great George C. Scott.
It was rooted in the British film system because this was actually a British film version that played the theaters there, and it played, on TV here. George C. Scott. Oh.
Ah, my groin.
That's from The Simpsons, of course.
It's a good-looking film.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and it was shot in a historic village in England, so it looked pretty much like 1840s London. Really well done. This one, he's more of an emotional husk in this one. His shell is gone. He's trying to get back to some semblance of life. He's just going through the motions right now. Yeah. And that's how Scott plays him, which is an interesting interpretation.
He's pretty indifferent to people.
You wish to be anonymous?
I wish to be left alone. Since you asked me what I wish, gentlemen, that is my answer. I don't make merry myself at Christmas, and I can't afford to make idle people merry. My taxes help to support the public institutions which I have mentioned, and they cost enough. Those who are badly off must go there.
Yeah,
he figures everybody just go about your business. If you can afford to live a good life, live a good life. If you can't, well, there's places you can go to live your life. Very often says, on my taxes I pay for these places.
That's right.
People can't just go there.
They should just die then. And decrease the surplus population. Now the ghosts were very authentic, Ken.
Starting with Jacob Marley.
Yeah.
And how he detaches he has like the toothache Band-Aid around it.
Yeah, just his jaw just drops.
What do you want with me? Much!
Right, which I had never
When
really...
our jaws drop when his jaw drops.
I never realized that's what Jacob Marley, that's why he was tied up like that.
Yeah, I think that's a scene in the book, and maybe when they were interpreting it visually it was too grotesque an image, and finally in '84 we can do that. We can do the jaw bit, finally. And all the ghosts are very, traditionally presented. The Ghost of Christmas Past, a little sprite. It's a woman, and she has the cone of truth. And
she looks like a '70s pop star.
Yeah, there you go. And the Ghost of Christmas Present, excellent. He was much taller, even though the actor wasn't taller.
Right.
They put him on stilts or something. And then, of course, the future is the easiest job in show business. I get paid for doing this. I just walk around
and
in a black robe and point. Exactly. The Cratchit family. What did you think of that?
Family, the child actors were very good. I think, was it David Warner?
Yes.
He played Bob Cratchit. I thought he was a bit weak in his portrayal.
You thought that maybe he was not mourning Tiny Tim badly enough when we went to
that particular
Christmas
scene.
future.
I think is pivotal to any treatment of A Christmas Carol, and this one I think lacked a lot of emotion.
A little child.
Father, please don't grieve so.
No, I'm sorry. I have all of you. A blessing to be thankful for.
Well, I don't think Tiny Tim died because he looks like a miniature Uncle Fester, and I think Uncle Fester is immortal. McCratchit family. Thank you, Ken. You know, the classic Tiny Tim on his father's shoulder.
Very uncomfortable way to
It looks good on a Christmas tree.
haul a kid around a slick English street. You know, I just picture them, him slipping and then
You
both
don't want to
going
make
down.
his other leg lame, then you have to get a wheelchair.
Bob fractures his skull, and Tiny Tim is laying
God.
there trying to figure out how to get him home. One thing I would like to point out
Go ahead.
that you don't see in other treatments is that they actually show you Ebenezer Scrooge's father in this.
Yes.
When his sister Fan
Yes.
comes to bring
I'll
him
drink to
home,
that.
brings him home from his boarding school, the father is actually shown there waiting for his son to come out.
Father!
There, boy, there. Stand still now. It's time you made your way in the world. I've arranged an apprenticeship for you. You'll move into Mr. Fezziwig's establishment in 3 days' time.
3 days, Father. I'd hoped we'd have my brother home for longer.
Longer? 3 days is quite long enough for both of us.
And one of the things Fan says is father is much nicer now. So we have to
You have to wonder
assume-
what he was like
Yes,
before.
exactly. I mean, when we see the short scene, we're like, okay, he's went from like a fascist authoritarian to somebody you could barely tolerate at Thanksgiving. What?
And it comes to the end where he realizes everything he's missed in life. And the one thing he seems to legitimately apologize to his nephew in this and his nephew's wife.
To beg your pardon for the things I said about Christmas. That was a humbug, friend.
Was it?
I didn't know it then, but I know it now.
Right. So your Christmas bells.
I would give this 3 solid Christmas bells.
Yes.
It's a good dramatization. I think George C. Scott does a very good job.
And I'm going to give it 3.5. I'm going to one up you. All right.
That's A Christmas Carol, and that's George C. Scott as Ebenezer Scrooge.
on YouTube.
In our next segment, we'll be taking a look at a holiday show from TV.
I love TV, Ken.
And we'll be taking a look back at a 1968 episode of The Hollywood Palace. And it's their holiday show, and it's hosted by none other than Mr. Bing Crosby.
How about that?
So that's next on Pat and Ken at the Holidays. Hello, home.